when you've got such a carry player like Ssumday, but the Shen, I think that's the key ban here for Jin Air.
Yeah.
And to Jin Air's credit, they have struggled sometimes with identifying the proper bans to make over the course of a series and the proper ways to adapt. Not this time. I think that was smart. It will prevent them from making so many plays. Now, Gragas and Sivir are going to be banned by KT. Not going to first pick either of them. Aurelion Sol, of course, the pocket ban against Fly. But what do you leave up for him? Are they going to first pick Vladimir, KT? Nidalee still available? Elise still available?
Rek'Sai as well. They wanted to go ultra safe, and Score's been a great Rek'Sai. The Vladimir coming in as the last ban for KT. Ashe, yeah.
All right.
Banned by KT in game number 1. They will pick it first in game number 2.
Now, I like this because they took away the Gragas and the Sivir, two champions that can really help to get back on the Ashe, and the Vladimir is not going to be there either. So the engage options are much more limited on the Ashe this time around. And that was something that they struggled with when they played against the Rox Tigers, was running less mobile 80 carries into hard engage from Rox. And so they just banned it out this time.
So Jin Air already thinking about a bit to disengage with that Nami. Well, the Lee Sin into the Graves would be an interesting progression for Winged here in this jungle picks tonight.
Trace has the opportunity to grab the blind pick Gnar, and they may take the Elise also. Of course, this will leave Score up with the Nidalee.
Yep. All right, there's Gnar, one of Trace's most played champions this season.
And the Alistar.
Okay. And Che did have a pretty good game on the Alistar last game. Things didn't look good overall for Jin Air, of course, but it wasn't really Che's fault, you know?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, I think you take the Alistar again because I thought he had a pretty good game on that champion. It was just that he didn't have very many options for what he could do, given how many people were diving him consistently in the bottom side, and the fact that the jungler was not really helping him out.
Yeah.
Of course, now the question for KT is, are they going to take the Taric again, or do you want to go for Braum here? Take Braum, Nidalee, and have a stronger lane against Alistar?
Well, Braum is by a pretty enormous amount the most played champion by Hachani. And
yeah.
If I were Fly, I'd be careful about those Teemo hovers, man. I mean, that can come back to haunt you this season.
Yeah, that was dodgy yesterday.
Wait, what?
What?
Are you serious? All right, that's like legit.
I think that's legit.
I think it is. I think they're. I think they've gotten to the point where they are so confident in this best of 3 that they are straight up trolling. Because that was not. I don't know. I don't want to say anything because I feel like whatever I say at this point is just going to be wrong. But that seems to be. It seems to be a legit Teemo pick by KT Rolster.
This is definitely going to be played by Ssumday. Okay. Well, actually, Fly switched to Ignite. I have no idea what's happening.
I thought it was going to go the top lane too, but then, like you said, yeah, Fly switched over to that Ignite. Now, last night, Shy did end up having to play the Teemo into the Gnar, and he stayed even on CS. The laning phase wasn't really the big problem that they had. Well, if they pick the Varus, I think that Teemo's almost certainly going to the top lane.
Yeah, and put in a split pushing position instead.
Gives an interesting mix of AP and AD damage, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, Shy's build was pretty bad.
It was.
Last night on the Teemo.
Went Frozen Mallet into Static Shiv.
You definitely, yeah, Pop and I were talking about that after the matches last night. You definitely should not build Static Shiv.
Yeah,
you would expect to see Runen's Hurricane there.
That's according to Achilles last night, the solo queue special anyway. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Wow. Okay, so Tom Kench now played by KT.
It's going to be a support Tom Kench then, unless it's a support Teemo. Ignite onto the support lane. I think it's.
I don't know. I have no idea what's happening right now, Noah.
I'm gonna bet support Teemo, man.
Well, if it's a top lane Teemo, at the very least, he'll be able to stop Hyperprox with his blinding dart. I suppose that, and he also is, of course, going to be able to trade very well with Gnar as a result, and should be able to win the 1v1.
Well, tell your friends. Apparently, Teemo's become meta here in Korea. I've been like waiting to see views inside the KT booth to see any sort of confusion or anger or like dismay, but I haven't really seen any. Chicken guy seems happy.
Chicken guy is super
Chicken
happy.
advertisement guy down the bottom of the screen. Alistar will be the last champion logged in. I would imagine we're going to game 3.
I don't know what this means.
I don't know. I mean,
where's the Teemo going? That's the next question. Okay, it's going to Ssumday.
Okay, all right. I guess that makes the most sense.
That makes the most sense with the lane matchup against the Gnar. I think this is Ssumday's new counter to Gnar, baby. Now,
it's possible, I suppose.
Now, to Ssumday's credit, he was the one that came up with the Yasuo counter to Gnar, and that was actually surprisingly effective. And we had questions coming into today, now that Gnar is blind pick worthy by many teams, or considered blind pick worthy, then would Ssumday start playing Yasuo again and just split pushing? But instead, I guess it's just going to be Teemo.
I don't know.
Okay, so
I don't know.
Now the philosophy behind the Yasuo Gnar matchup is that if you win wall the boomerang, he doesn't get the cooldown reset. Okay, it's a mistake.
Ah. Okay, is that what he said? I couldn't hear what he said.
Yeah, I think we just heard it was a mistake pick.
How is this happening? That's the second day in a row now. What the what? I don't even know.
How does this happen 2 days in a row?
I don't know. I mean, you're typing in the name, right? And you're going with the T sound. So you're looking for what? Tom Kench at that point, I suppose, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh, well, whatever, guys. Here comes Teemo yet again. KT looking for the Teemo 2-0. See if they can get it. All right, well, forget the Ocean Drake. That's not important, guys. KT Rolster versus Jin Air, Green Wings Game 2, and somehow, some way, inexplicably, KT has accidentally drafted Teemo. Apparently, this is just a thing that happens a lot now.
How is this happening?
I don't know. It happened yesterday. I'm just glad that we get to cast Teemo, too. I'm just glad that Papa Smithy and Achilles didn't get all the fun.
Well, so much for my attempts at theory crafting that pick. Though I mean, I was stretching it there to see.
It's against a Gnar again too, so it really seemed like maybe it was legit. I don't know. I just.
Well, at least they're already up a game. They've got that going for them.
They do indeed. And I would say this is a much more likely situation where the Teemo will win than yesterday.
Yeah, and at least can split push. I mean, it's not all bad.
Yeah.
They do have a strong 4-1 composition to siege with the Ashe and the Varus.
I think the Teemo's just going to get straight up destroyed by the Victor and the Jin, but I mean,
so
who knows? Cheer up, Jin Air. Your opponents pick Teemo.
You know, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out why Teemo would be accidentally picked. Because there was a time, remember, at the beginning of 2014, when there would be accidental Anivia bans because it was very similar. If at the last second when a player was trying to type in Annie, they would accidentally type in Anivia.
I've got a feeling it's connected with Tom Kench.
It could be connected with either Tom Kench or Talia.
Could be, yeah. The only thing, too, is that they sat on the Teemo pick for a long time in the lobby, though. I mean, they legit just sat on that Teemo pick.
It also could have been Tarek. So there are sort of 3 champions that I guess it could have been if you're accidentally typing that in Korean.
There's a hard sound, you know, that you would type in first.
Right.
Somebody's going to TP up the top lane.
Yeah, just getting out of there, wants to help out. We got a UCS down at the bottom side, but needs to get in the proper position just to keep up tempo in this lane swap.
I believe we didn't see a lane swap yesterday with this Teemo pick against Gnar. We just saw the straight up 1v1. So I wonder how it's going to work in the lane swap. I mean, I think we're going to see a better build this time too. Because that Teemo yesterday just did 0 damage, had 0 pushing ability. It just did nothing. And if anyone can get a win with Teemo in this league, it's going to be Ssumday.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Wow, what a weird couple of days it's been.
It's not often that I can say I've never casted a specific champion in Korea before.
You have, actually.
I have casted Teemo. When did I cast Teemo? It's like a special match or something?
Nope. Ambition played it into Easy Hoon. Blaze versus GSG.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't remember that at all.
I believe it was spring 2013. I didn't remember it either, but I was reminded of it yesterday.
Because see, I thought we had at least one at one point, and then yesterday Papa Smithy said, I'm totally throwing him under the bus here. He said that statistically, according to that, there had never been a Teemo played in Korea.
No, apparently later he found out that there had been. And I was surprised too, because I also did not remember that game, and it's rare for me to forget something like that.
Yeah, man, you've got a memory like a pack of elephants.
A whole herd.
Not just one.
One pack of elephants.
They're like Attila the Hun's war elephants, so they only remember like military strategy type things. There you go. Or Alexander the Great, these elephants.
Hannibal elephants.
Hannibal, yeah, that's what I meant. I don't know, somebody had elephants back then.
Yeah, well, apparently one of my elephants died crossing the Alps, so didn't remember that one.
The Teemo elephant did not make it. Well, you can't really be surprised, I guess. I mean, Ssumday's got, for what it's worth, he's got a nice little CS lead at the moment. For the moment.
Yeah. Well, they are very good, KT, at prioritizing farm for Ssumday.
I mean, they know how to get their top laner ahead, and you really need to get your top laner ahead when he's playing Teemo.
Hasn't gotten a buy-in yet, though. So we'll just be chilling out with his Corrupting Potion. All 3 charges left, so he's got some time to work with here. And we'll have to see if Ssumday can have the Teemo magic that eluded Shy yesterday.
I mean, yesterday, Shy legitimately almost straight up 1v1 the Gnar. He came very close to getting that solo kill. Oh, good. Oh, good.
It begins.
Teemo.
At least Ssumday's enjoying his pick.
Yes. I mean,
he could join Ambition as the only other Korean player with 100% win rate on Teemo.
There you go. Here comes Ajani. They're going to try to gank Trace, and I think this is a good idea. I mean, if you have Teemo, why not do everything you can to get this pick ahead? And this is a very carefully coordinated gank coming in the top lane, I think.
Trace is really overextended, and he has,
yes, he is. He has no
only
turret.
that one pink ward.
And
so
as Mega Gnar runs out, this Gnar is in big trouble. Trace has his flash, though. Can he get out? Nobody else from Jin Air around. There's a flash. Ajani picks him up. Give it to the Teemo. Give it to the Teemo. No! Score got it. Oh.
Score.
Oh, score.
He really shouldn't have taken that. I thought actually that he was going to be low enough that Ajani spitting him out would have.
Yeah, I was wondering too, but I mean, clearly they should have given that to Ssumday. They need to give this Teemo every edge they can.
Well, he's got a farm edge, and he's going to be able to push this straight into the turret, so no freeze will be possible. Jin Air, though, they're at least making plays. They saw the support on the top side of the map, so they quickly shoved the minion wave.
I mean, now it's really scary for Jin Air, right? Because if you have lost 7 matches in a row, and your most recent loss is to an accidentally picked Teemo,
and you've been losing games in the rankings because your players are tilting and quitting before the Nexus explodes.
Yeah, you've really hit rock bottom at this point.
It's true.
Yeah.
That is the salt in the wound right there. That is the kick straight in the balls.
Well, Fly's going to avoid the engage. Oh, gets hit with that deadly flourish, though, and he will be taken out. Pilot gets one there. Ssumday trying to teleport down to Teemo to the rescue, I guess. Yeah, well, good luck. He's come to take your farm.
That actually was the entire point of that teleport. He wasn't going to be able to farm as much in that top side with where the wave is right now, so at least he can clear it out. The Teemo has arrived.
That's right. You don't need this farm, Fly. You're dead.
Well, he's going to be building Frozen Mallet, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, Frozen Mallet for the first item seems decent, but, you know, then, I mean, the Hurricane seemed like the greatest way to go, man. The AoE slow. Yeah. You're not escaping
Utility Teemo.
That's right. What is this weird world we live in now?
Well, the toxic shot is also combined with a hurricane. Really, you're slowing people and just applying a dot. So it's can be. Look, I'm not going to say it's good. Nothing about Teemo is good, but it is an acceptable way to play Teemo.
It is not good, but it's a thing that's not bad either. It's neutral. It's like when you see it, you're like, whoa, that's something.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's all right.
Okay. Yeah, that's a thing. All right. KT pushing this lane under the turret, for the moment anyway. And score on that Nidalee too. I mean, he's got that 1 kill already, but he's probably going to end up being much more of a threat than the Teemo late game.
Well, it depends on how far this Teemo gets ahead. If we see a build where it's like Frozen Mallet, Runan's Hurricane, Leandries, that's going to be pretty scary.
That is true.
Just that will be pretty frightening to deal with if you are Jin Air. Of course, Teemo. The problem with Teemo is that he lacks mobility in team fights, and it's not that hard to focus down. Hard to get in the right position.
Yep. He's going to be leaving his eggs all over the place. All right, a battle over the blue buff. Flying score are there, though. We'll see if Wing can take it. Here comes Jin. All right. He's going to pop the ultimate. Hachani on the run. He's still got gray health to use if he needs to. Score delivered to safety. They will give up that blue buff, though.
Yeah, took the other one on the opposite side of the map, so no mid laner. They pick up the blues. Instead, the junglers do. Teemo here. They're going to try and push this down, but they don't have a lot to work with. Trace is going to TP in for this one, though, as they chunked out the member. Oh, he's TPing to the bottom. Damn.
You were really excited about him getting that
was.
farm, weren't you? He's going to get some farm.
Oh, man.
He's 5 behind this Teemo now.
He's got to catch up.
I mean, I know you like your rotation, but man, I've never heard someone get so excited about a teleport before.
No, I thought they were just going to try and make a play now that Hachani had been chunked out, but
they could have.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I forgot I was casting a Jin Air game. I thought they were going to make a play, Doa. Then I was like, all right.
Ah, Jin Air, yes.
Jin Air, they only wait for plays to be made. They don't actually make plays themselves.
That's right. They wait to become part of plays, become one with the play. The other team. Someday going to recall, see if he has enough for that frozen mallet, and he does not.
Okay.
It's a stinger. Huh. Interesting.
Well, Nashor's Tooth was historically a build on Teemo.
It was.
Maybe going that approach again, Doa. Outside chance to Trinity Force?
They don't know the Achilleos pro builds on the top lane Teemo, apparently. Wow, this is exciting.
Don't you love League of Legends? Hey, come on, the first game was great. It had all the kills you could ever hope for, Doa.
It did. It was awesome.
It delivered to you.
It did deliver. It's true. I want this Teemo to deliver some punishment as well. Hopefully it will. You know, I suppose Kled's little monster thing, it's kind of reptilian, so it could be like the child of like Kog'Maw and Renekton, maybe. I don't know. It definitely came from 2 champions.
We've decided that now.
That's right.
There's no going back.
Yep.
We get to write the lore now, Riot.
That's right. We've been unleashed. Ha ha ha.
So if we are going to see an Nashor's Tooth, it will be definitely a split pushing Teemo from Ssumday, as opposed to one more focused on the team fights with the Hurricane.
Is very close to the Meganar here. Going after score. Not going to find anything, though.
Yeah, doesn't want to walk in there. KT was pulling back and had all of that crowd control, just waiting for him. Easy to make picks with the Ashe-Varus combination. So now, Doa, I think we're going to see. Okay, I don't know what we're going to see anymore. Well, it will be the Nashor's Tooth eventually.
Yeah.
And then the Frozen Mallet looks like after that, and then probably Magic Penetration.
Okay. Oh, arrow comes in at the very end, nearly taking that dragon, but it will be an Ocean Drake over to Jin Air.
First Drake of the series so far.
Yep. First for them. Cloud Drake coming up next. And honestly, it's probably pretty good for KT that the Drakes that have come up are not the big ones that you really need to fight over.
Yeah, for sure.
They've got a Teemo. I don't know if you noticed this, but they have a Teemo.
They do have a Teemo, and the Teemo, also KT just waiting right now to get to that point where the Varus really hits that power spike. He is able to chunk people out very easily and work down the turrets. It's going to be a patient game here. And comes down to whether the Teemo is actually going to be able to do the work and get the proper split pushing off.
I mean, he's got a decent CS lead already. About 16 up at the moment over Trace's Gnar. Pushing another wave into the turret.
But the longer this game goes, Jin Air is going to have more and more advantages. So KT has to get a pretty big lead in the mid game.
That's a lot of damage onto that tier 2, honestly. Halfway dead already. Wing, though, getting some sweet, sweet time with the mid lane turret.
Yeah, a couple waves has seen it go down to about 50%, even though they do have a Varus. Known for having excellent wave clear. They've managed to find a few opportunities.
All right, well, Achani coming in. Gonna go after him.
Oh, that was not the greatest arrow.
Arrow. Your name is Arrow. Come on, man. Gotta be able to hit those.
The surprise Ashe coming up there in the long lane.
Uh-oh. Pulverize on to Score. He's in a lot of trouble following that right into the cocoon. Score trying to get away. Is he saved by Achani? Maybe. Curtain Call comes through and Trace is right there with the Mega Gnar. Arrow able to dodge that Gnar ultimate. Fly in position. Achani still alive for the moment. Nope, he's dead now. And this game is looking a little bit rough for KT already.
Yeah, Achani tried for that hero play, but instead actually ended up flashing and then donating himself as Trace gets a nice TP flank. But why was Score even here, really?
Yeah.
Is going to be the question. Sure, they've got that Teemo in the mid lane, but the TP up and ready. The Teemo also is not designed to be participating in these team fights, so don't go for the greedy play onto the blue. Just play for the siege and for the split push with the Teemo. Don't try and engage in these skirmishes. Good TP from Trace, though.
Yeah, for sure.
And still, KT not really behind at all.
Not yet. Ssumday still, in fact, drawing farther ahead in CS over Trace.
Yeah, he's taken some of the mid lane farm.
Yep.
Trace also took a while to get back there after using his TP.
So KT just biding their time for the moment. Tossing those eggs.
Using his passive in the river.
Yeah.
Hiding there. Waiting for Kled.
That's right. Trying to find that Kled. Or Kled's beast, I guess.
Maybe Kled too. Kled could be in the river. I don't know what Kled
you never
is.
know. He's somewhere.
I don't even know what Kled is. I don't know what Kled does.
Or what he is. Could be a lot of things. I mean, people are assuming it's a Yordle, but I don't know. Maybe that thing he wants to ride is like really big. Maybe he's just a regular sized guy. So you see both teams trading tier 1 turrets.
Maybe Yordles are all regular size, and that people are just really big in Runeterra Doha. Did you ever consider that? You have no sense of scale.
It's totally likely. It's totally possible. Jin Air kind of taking all the objectives they want right now. And these mushrooms certainly don't seem to hurt as much as they used to.
Well, not without magic penetration.
Uh-oh. Achani caught by the curtain call. Dodging, dodges one. Whoa, and that's a lot of damage.
I guess he didn't feel like popping his gray health there. Didn't expect the death ray and the 4th shot at the exact same time.
Yeah. Arrow tried to stop a bit of the damage with the Ashe arrow, but came a little bit too late. Now Fly forced to flash in, forced to use his Chains of Corruption onto Jay.
Yeah, they really want this mid turret down.
Yep.
While they have some moments alone with it. Fly actually just going to recall right now? Okay, that was a little bit dangerous. They definitely could have made a play for the mid lane turret right there. He had full mana, goes back and buys his Hanamune. Ssumday still trying to trade up here. Looks like Berserker Greaves are going to be his next item.
Yep. Still ahead on CS for a little bit anyway. Bizarre game.
It's always weird when Teemo is accidentally picked 2 days in a row, Doa.
Yep. I did not expect that.
I didn't expect it once, let alone twice in 2 days.
Because, yeah, I mean, if you pick it, you have to play it. You can't go back and change your mind, you know? So, we might, you know, if this is something that the programmer's just doing now, we might end up seeing a few more Teemos.
A plague of Teemos, a rash of Teemos taking over Korea.
That's right. A host of Teemos.
You know, if KT loses this too, this is going to put them in a rough situation because their game differential is only +4 right now, +5 after their last win, but that's well behind SKT, Samsung, and the Tigers. So in any tie-break scenario, they're not doing themselves any favors by.
Yeah. It's a good point. They really could use the 2-0 here.
They really, really could use the 2-0.
Well, then they shouldn't have locked in Teemo, I guess.
I guess they shouldn't have, Doa.
Man.
Lesson learned.
How in the world does this happen? We need one of those YouTube videos from a prominent North American pro gamer where he's like, well, this is how you can accidentally lock in Teemo, guys. It happens a lot, you know? People need to understand how easy it is to lock in Teemo.
Ah, yes, the old excuse train. Well, looks like it's actually going to be a Ruin's Hurricane. I thought it was just going to be Berserker's Greaves. He really doesn't want to build a Frozen Mallet. It's just attack speed.
Wow.
I suppose Johnny is going to be the one responsible for making sure he's safe in some of these team fights. I'd be worried that he's just going to get blown up by the Victor.
I think he probably will just get blown up by the Victor. Or whoever else happens to be around.
Maybe he thinks he needs the wave clear right now with the Hurricane and will just continue split pushing.
I mean, I'm sure that's the idea, right? Is that he can go into that Frozen Mallet at some point in the future, but for now he just really needs to go toe-to-toe in lane with Trace.
Well, he could do that with a Frozen Mallet, but he just can't apply pressure. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He can push faster, so I think that's the thought behind it. But we're just waiting here. And Jin Air, this is one of those games where they can play it long, they can play it late, and eventually they're going to have a huge advantage.
There's a flash from Achani. Trace is coming in with the Meganar. Doesn't hit anyone with the ultimate, though. Achani picks up the Ashe. Fly kind of on his own. Can't get over the wall in time. He's going to get taken out by Trace.
This Teemo is so useless.
Yep. He can do absolutely nothing. Yep.
He poisoned Trace a little bit.
It's not a lot of damage. Oh boy. Well, guys, the lesson here is when you're playing a professional game of League of Legends and you're picking your champions, make sure that you are correctly typing in the name of the champion you're looking for.
Also, if you're trolling and trying to entertain the fans during the pick ban process, be sure to lock in something that isn't your troll pick before the counter hits 0.
Yeah. I mean, he let it sit on the Teemo for a long time, so you'd have to imagine there's just some trolling gone wrong.
Trolling gone wrong.
When trolling goes wrong.
A champion story.
A CJ story.
Well,
now a KT story.
Special appearance by KT Rolston.
Oh, Trace could be in trouble here again. Hopping away. Can they catch him? Maybe Ashe Arrow connects. This could be a kill for Teemo. Will he get it? Yes, Ssumday picks up the kill on the Teemo. The snowball has begun.
Okay.
They're ahead in gold, I'm just saying. 100 gold up right now.
I think Ssumday could be 2,000 gold up, and he would still be way less useful in this game than the Gnar is.
Yeah, maybe. Way to wreck fun record.
That's what I do.
If they made an item in League of Legends named after you, it'd be called the fun record.
It would be. It avoids team fights and just prioritizes objectives.
The avoid staff.
Yeah. Anytime a team fight starts, it just teleports somebody next to a turret and they kill the turret.
Just moves people away from you. Yep. Real great.
Yeah, that's what it would do. It would move the enemy team away from the objective.
Here comes Gnar from behind. Trace teleported, but He's got no Narbar. All right, well, score's going to come in. TP for Ssumday as well. Trace on the run now. What was that teleport? I'm not really sure what his plan was there.
Ssumday TP2. The hurricane is complete, Doa.
Oh, good.
It's a perfect storm of Teemo.
Yes. I can feel it deep inside me. The Teemo is
I think
people.
you should see a doctor if you can feel the Teemo deep inside you, Doa.
It's,
Unless you're into that kind of thing, man. I'm not here.
we live in a diverse world, Monte Cristo. You better get used to that.
Oh, trust me, I'm used to it.
Another Ocean Drake on the way, apparently. And the split push is I don't want to say it's real, but it is. The split push is. From Ssumday. The split push is.
The split push is happening.
Nope, just is. Oh, he dodged the cocoon. He's so small. I almost said Cthulhu there. Cthulhu! Truly, the dark old god is behind this pick.
Yeah, Ssumday still with no HP. Winged easily, smacking down half his life bar.
Yeah. Cocoon.
That's what Elise says.
Yeah. No, she's good. I don't know why.
I love Korean Elise's noises. She sounds like a laughing duck.
It sounds like a laugh like a 1930s gangster would say before he like revealed his plan to Batman or something. Batman. You didn't expect us to come at you from this side, did you? See? Oh, all right, score. Eaten for safety by Hachani. I can hear Pilot recalling somewhere, I think. Either that or this is new chase music for when Teemo is trying to kill someone. All right, he's quite a bit up CS-wise over Trace. But in terms of teamfight usefulness, he's slightly behind. Yeah.
You can be ahead, Doa, but you can still be useless.
I guess so. Oh, he steals his blue buff, though. Oh, yeah, look at that. Gets the blue buff. We assume. Yes, he did.
Yay, hooray for Teemo.
He's so good. First pick him every game. No, please don't.
Well, he's awkwardly grouping up with his team. I really think he doesn't want to be there, but he doesn't have the necessary vision to feel safe in a split push, so it's going to be about the mid lane.
Well, he kind of was there for a moment, and he's like, this is not where I should be.
He doesn't have anywhere else safe to go, Noah.
Yeah.
It's a cold world for Teemo in the side lanes when he doesn't have wards.
Sure is. Blue buff over on the fly now. Oh! Ah! Run! It's the enemy team. Might have been their support. That's it. Whoa. Uh-oh. Whoa, has to flash, yeah. If he would have gotten caught by that deadly flourish, Kuzan would have just blown him up.
Yeah, didn't have his move quickly either because he activated that.
Yep.
As Che came and found him in the brush. No other choice, really.
Yeah.
Take that, crab.
Not really crab. Take that, crustacean. Woo! Thought he was trying to taunt him like Shen there.
Well, horseshoe crabs aren't crabs. We still call them crabs.
Look out, arthropod.
Take that.
Yeah.
Invertebrate.
Dirty invertebrates. Dirty Invertebrates was named by a punk band in high school, by the way.
We don't need invertebratism on this broadcast, Doa.
Vertebrism? Aren't we engaging in rampant Teemoism, though?
Yes, we are, but that's acceptable. So, society has deemed that one acceptable.
I see. We were just our culture just raised us that way.
And it's the right way to be, damn it.
There you go. Make the rift great again.
This is a very slow and inefficient split push.
Oh,
Oh, the Frozen Mallet's done now.
All right.
Next stop, Leandry's Torment.
Yeah. I Think he'll ever finish his boots? He's fast enough, I guess.
He is fast enough. He doesn't need boots upgrades. He also has enough attack speed.
I suppose. Dragon is up. It is another Ocean Drake. Ssumday.
You know,
up and down.
KT's been really lucky that we've only seen Ocean and Cloud Drakes in this game.
Right, I know, yeah. I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
They cannot fight these for these dragons, so it's good they're dragons that they don't really care about fighting for anyway.
Ssumday somehow at
I don't know how
50% HP.
This minion's just scary, man. Rift Scuttler. Shut up, Elise. All right, well, another dragon that KT will just give over to Jin Air. Maybe score. Uh-oh. Was it worth it? Well, okay. Achani manages to save him in the end. There's the engage. Arrow takes a lot of damage. I don't think that was worth the attempt. It was only an Ocean Drake, guys. Come on.
Yeah. I agree with you, Doa.
Yeah.
Not worth expending so many ultimates and summoner spells to get away with. Score, especially when you just get that Chaos Storm dropped right on your head.
Yeah.
Inside the Dragon Dome. Ssumday has grouped with his team again. It's now time for the mid lane push, I suppose.
Yep. What if he goes for something like some sort of Sheen item? You know?
I mean, you could do that, but I really think he just needs magic penetration right now so that his damage over time is actually effective.
Could be. Yeah, that's a good point. So no Lich Bane is what you're saying.
Lich Bane can come after. Yeah, please.
There he is, the split pushing Teemo. 1-0-1, positive KDA.
Positive KDA, negative contribution to the team.
Negative impact. Yeah. They're still ahead in gold by about 2,000, and they're even on turrets. The dragons don't mean a whole lot, so I mean, this is going to stay close until there's actually a team fight, and then KT just loses.
But, yeah. Jin Air is getting to the point, though, where they can just start the Baron, force the Teemo to show up, and then just murder KT.
Yeah.
They don't have a front line, and so getting turned on by all the engage. And Che continues just to blow everybody's flash in this game.
Yep. How does Teemo reload that thing so fast?
He just has a clip of darts underneath his
tongue.
His tongue, yes. Seems dangerous to keep toxic darts in your mouth as a quiver.
Teemo's crazy like that. Score's starting to do a decent amount of damage, I suppose.
Yeah, has the Void Staff, so we'll be coming through the MR. At least the Spears will hurt. That's about all they've got going for them is poking and having a pretty ineffective Teemo split push.
Do you feel like he could be going for the Abyssal Scepter? Picked up the Negatron cloak.
I think he's going GA. Would be my guess.
Lame.
So I suppose his philosophy is just revive after getting instantly destroyed by Victor.
Get multiple lives. Think of it as a big heal.
He can be ineffective twice as much, though. I'm waiting for the big Teemo play to end this game.
Yeah. What if they had a Vladimir skin called the Annoyomancer? And he had just all of his spells were really annoying, and his ult was now Teemo Plague, where he just pops it and then like Teemos jump on everybody.
Big Teemo heads appear.
Yeah, that's right.
I think this
just start laughing.
I think this league is the Teemo plague now.
So too. Betrayal of the keyboards. I mean, not a lot to say, really. It's just kind of non-stop positioning.
I mean, KT, this is a very big contrast to last game. They really don't want to fight. They really don't want to fight.
Well, I think they
Which
know,
is the
they know
correct
what they
decision
need
to make.
Yeah, exactly. They're playing this out well. I mean, if they win this game, it's going to be incredible. But they're doing what they need to do to possibly win the game. They're doing everything they need to do.
And so is Jin Air. They're baiting the Baron right now. They refuse to actually cave into any of the pressure early, played a conservative game, knowing that Teemo was going to be useless, basically, the longer this game went on.
Just wait, man. He's going to end up getting like a pentakill or something, and
Yeah.
then we're going to have to eat our words there. Or you're going to have to eat your words. I'm not
The
eating
mirror,
any words.
you know what? I wouldn't even care. If we saw a Teemo Pentakill from Ssumday,
It'd be great.
it would be great.
Yeah.
So I will happily eat crow on that one, Noah.
They have Crow here. Not to eat normally, but I mean, they're flying around. We could catch them, maybe. Crows exist in this country.
Make a nice crow pie.
There you go. Oh, arrow. All right, well, they found winged. I don't know if that's really how you want to check
That
the
was-
Baron pit a lot, but
Yeah, that was just for scouting purposes.
yeah, of course.
Now they will not have that. Trace actually looking to make a play, but score out of range. Pouncing away.
All right, so they can get Meganar out of the way for a little while anyway. Here comes Ssumday. He did complete the GA, and he's got Merc treads too, so trying to just be as survivable as possible.
What is this build?
Well, it was Nashor's Tooth into Hurricane into Frozen Mallet into GA.
I like it better than Shy's build. I'll say that.
Yeah, it does have that. And I mean, he can sell that Corrupting Potion soon, theoretically, to pick up something like a Lynchbane or a Void Staff.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they're so that they don't have a high damage mid laner, because Wit's End would actually maybe be a good pickup if they had something like a Victor.
All right, here we go.
Bye,
Fly
Fly.
completely caught. Goodbye, Varus. And all right, well, there's a Baron for Jin Air. Trace coming in, looking for an opportunity, and they have separated Arrow from the rest of the herd. And just like that, a couple picks, and there will be no team fight. Jin Air just going to get an easy Baron.
Well, that's all they needed to do.
Yep.
So Jin Air
About
playing
it.
that right. KT way too far forward inside the enemy jungle. You can't do that when you're so squishy and there's a plethora of long-range hard engage options.
I mean,
Or
man,
Jin Air.
if I was KT right now, I'd just surrender. I'd be like, all right, enough of this silliness. Let's
Yeah.
move on to the next game.
I have to agree.
I
think they should just surrender too. This is pointless.
They're not going to win, and it just doesn't seem like there's a big reason to keep going.
Fly is just all by himself here.
Oh, why would you go back? No, no, Fly, it's just a ward.
They shouldn't have been trying to clear out wards behind the pit anyway, unless they were all grouped up, and even then you could see the danger. Trace gets an easy ultimate here. Into the wall, Arrow gets Gnar pounded. That's it.
Yeah, well, it's going to be an Elder Drake now for Jin Air. KT threatening. Here comes Ssumday, though. And the dragon actually resetting, gets a little bit of its health back, and it takes a while to kill that dragon. Some damage coming in. Are they going to get it? Fly looking for the poke. Here comes the Ash Arrow. Goes through. Jin Air on the run, so at least KT prevented them from taking that Elder Drake, and that actually uses quite a bit of that Baron buff.
Yeah, and they have to recall afterwards to
Wow.
pick up some items. There's a
Yeah.
possibility they could have actually gone for the Elder Dragon themselves right there, but KT just not willing to commit. They didn't have the vision to let them know if the recalls had been staggered or not. So they get a little bit of time. Pushing out the minion waves. It's going to be hard to use this Baron effectively, considering the location of the minion waves right now all the way up on the side of Jin Air. He has to clear it from way back at his tier 2.
What would you suppose Ssumday is going for now that he picked up Hex Tech Revolver? What do you think? I just want to get your I want to get your impression on this.
I don't know what he's going for. So, Gunblade.
I guess so.
That's my guess.
But why?
A little bit more utility. He's got a magic damage active. Heal, I guess. Who knows, really?
I mean, as long as Fly doesn't die immediately in the fight, they've got a good amount of damage.
Yeah. My guess would be Gunblade, but I don't know.
Well, whatever you say. Easy turret taken by Jin Air. And KT, I think, will just slowly die at this point. Curtain call used to clear out this wave. Push KT back a little bit. Ssumday is there, though. Watch out. Damage onto Kuzan.
He's got the dots, man.
Oh, yeah. Kuzan taken down to about half health.
If they can't take out an inhibitor here, Jin Air still effectively even in gold in this game. So KT has actually done a pretty remarkable job of staying relevant with the Teemo up until 38 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
But Teemo also, they just haven't been able to make plays. Score in trouble.
Oh boy, gets eaten by Hichani. Would have died to that Chaos Storm, quite possibly otherwise. They're going to lose the turret, though. Yeah, I don't think Hichani was expecting to play that Tahm Kench this game.
No, I think he...
It's possible, but I
think they may have been trying to pick Tahm Kench instead of Teemo.
I wonder if they were trying to pick Tarek instead of Teemo, though.
Also true.
But they got the Teemo.
They did it to themselves. What can you say? Well, Elder Dragon in Jin Air's sights.
Yep.
But they have to be really careful because of the damage they will take and the fact that it's going to be quite a while until they burn it down. And the gold lead, again, still very near. We're just going to wait. Jin Air going to start it. Nobody's there on the side of KT. Yep. Good zone on the backside of the pit from Jay and Trace. But slow take.
Yes.
Dragon.
It's going to give KT an opportunity at least to try to contest this.
Pilot wasn't there for the start of it, so now it's going to reset.
Oh boy.
So the poke, KT may be able to win this fight if they can get enough poke down in combination with the Elder Dragon's damage.
Right. Jin Air just gives up. They're like, all right,
They shouldn't do that.
We don't want that. Yeah. Okay. Now it's Ssumday's time to shine. Immediately zoned out by the curtain call. Oh, gets hit by the Ash Arrow, though. That's going to stop the ultimates. All for ult. Uh-oh. Ssumday gets caught. Deadly Flourish keeps him in that Chaos Storm. He's going to get absolutely evaporated. Turret goes down. GA brings Ssumday back up again. Teemo, you thought he died? No. You cannot kill him so easily.
Teemo's never die, man.
Not for long. And still maintaining that 0 death stat on the Teemo. It's like, if I'm going to have to play Teemo, I will not die.
Still not enough gold to turn the revolver into anything interesting.
Guess not. 20 from Flame Horizoning Trace, though. Doesn't seem like he's going to get a lot of farm, though, at this point. Leave eggs everywhere. But the eggs don't really do much damage.
Yeah, the eggs don't do damage unless you have a lot of AP and Magic Pen. That hasn't been the build from Ssumday this game. He's just here to clear waves.
Yep.
Back to Baron time for Jin Air. This is the right call for sure. Let's do exactly what they did the last time, and except now maybe, just maybe, they can crack the base, not have those minion waves such an awful position. I think that was the big mistake last time, was instead of pushing the minion waves and then recalling, they tried to do the Elder Dragon.
Hurts bad.
No, it didn't really hurt them. Just slowed it down.
Slows you down bad.
It does.
Someday spotted.
Hamstrung.
It's dangerous business being a Teemo.
Nothing's going to happen in this game, guys.
No.
We're just waiting for the next game. That's the only thing that we can do.
All right, Ssumday might get caught here. Whoa, he's running up the mid lane. KT, full rushing their way up the mid lane. They're going for it.
Teemo with the turret threat.
That's right, it's time. He can clear waves faster than some champions, but not many.
KT too scared because they can't actually do anything with this composition. They have to be really worried about Che just completely wrecking them. Somebody's going to steal the move.
All right, it's the second one.
they also can't really take any objectives, because if they try and do the Elder Dragon or the Baron in a 5v5, they will just get destroyed.
Now curtain call used. Sachani has arrow eaten up. Here comes Ssumday from the flank onto Kuzan, trying to do the damage. Kuzan immediately dropping that Chaos Storm though, and Ssumday taking quite a bit in return. Che though low. Ssumday getting a decent amount of damage under this Teemo actually. There's a kill though on the fly, and that could be trouble. Kill comes in though for score, and KT trades 1 for 1, make it 1 for 2. As Trace uses the unnecessary ultimate to lock down Achani. But Ssumday was doing some damage. He got an assist. He got an assist on that Teemo.
He certainly did, Noah.
Wow.
That was about probably as useful as he's going to be. They've split up the fight into skirmishes, which is actually okay for KT. So yes, he did get the damage down. He may have, in fact, prevented any kind of Baron from being attempted here. Everybody low on Jin Air.
Does it seem to you this game as well that Fly has been kind of getting caught out a little bit more than usual?
Yes, he has been, but there's so much crowd control. So many ways to get caught out, right?
Doesn't take much.
Cocoon, root from Jin. It's a tough time to be a Varus.
Okay, Baron started. Looks like KT just wants to trade turrets for it. They're going to give it over. Score's going to try to go in and maybe make a hero steal. No, not quite. Ash Arrow gets blocked by Trace. Oh, meanwhile, Ssumday found by Che. Uh-oh, you've angered the Teemo. Oh, but he's not that angry, don't worry. He's going to get the turret, though. Look at that.
Wow. Trading tier 2 turret for the Baron.
Huge. Lee not impactful of the game at all.
This is why you don't play Teemo, guys. This is a great example of why you should never play Teemo. You see how he doesn't do anything? Yeah, never play him. He's terrible.
But I'm going to hide in a brush, and then we walk by him. I'm going to kill him. No, you're not. You're just going to lose. Oh, yeah, so he did buy the Gunblade.
Yep. As expected.
Did you really expect that?
I expected it after I saw the revolver.
Sure, yeah, but before that.
No,
all right.
I did not.
As expected, to lose his terms. As surmised.
Well, at least he's got sustain for those team fights now.
Oh, yeah.
With his fancy Gunblade.
Feels
I think that's the first
great.
time that we've seen that here in Korea since the Gunblade got reworked.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Built on a Teemo. It's a weird day.
It's a weird week.
It's becoming a very weird season.
Can Jin Air finally crack the base?
Maybe, they're trying. Chani is saving Fly from taking some damage. They are going to lose their inhibitor turret, though, it looks like. Score looking to come in from the side, but can't really engage too much on that mid lane. Here we go, Ssumday, whoa! Going for the kill, helps Fly pick one up. They do trade 1 for 1. Ssumday still alive, actually, and this is a fight for KT. Score goes in, there's a flash from Che. Repel, immediately right back down the trap. Teemo gets one. Kuzan trying to escape. Fly hitting him with that Q, and that's Achani going in for it! Zonia's and a lunch for Score. I don't know, I guess Nidalee eats that too, but
Pilot's positioning. He just got totally caught out in the front line.
wow.
Trace is going to try and push down this inhibitor turret and maybe get something, but can KT actually take an inhibitor here? Ssumday
Turret.
recalling to try and 1v1 Trace.
All right, there's so many minions there. Ssumday with the duel against Trace and a bunch of Baron minions.
He can dual Trace.
I think he can. Yeah, Trace going Mega Gnar. That's going to help a little bit. Ssumday, though, has got the sustain. All right, he's just going to go for the minions instead. He's got the Hurricane, whatever. He is nearly Flame Horizon. Trace, stop the recall. Oh, well, whoa, they're going for the inhibitor, though.
Yep.
KT is going to actually get the first inhibitor of the game.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Pilot.
I don't know.
Pilot. Just completely caught out. And the poke, very good from KT. That was the one thing they had going for them. Patience paying off, and somehow KT actually gets the first inhibitor of this game. Wacky.
It's like the
Teemo Flame Horizon has been completed, by the way.
It's like Trace and beautiful. The Flame Horizon for Teemo. You saw it here first, guys. It's like the Jin Air plane started flying, through the air. It was unsteady, but it was making it.
He sold his Hurricane for a death cap.
Okay, I liked the Hurricane a bit more, but
I think he realized that his only job is to just assassinate somebody, like 100-0 them, because
probably.
he was never going to get time in a team fight to actually hit a bunch of people with several auto attacks.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, we'll see how this works. Well, now his traps might hurt though.
Maybe, yeah. That death cap, maybe it. Oh, 6 steal. Score. Spearing that Rift Scuttler from max range. Beautiful. This Teemo is 2-0-4. He has not died this game. It's nearly a 50-minute game now. Probably one of the best Teemos we've ever seen in Korea. No lie. No data, but no lie. And Kuzan taking a bit of damage.
It's certainly the best Teemo we've seen this year in Korea, though.
Yes, absolutely the best Teemo we've seen this
year.
In
fact, it's the best Teemo we've seen in the last 3 years.
That is so true. Whoa, all right. And Score is starting to really hurt with these spears, too.
Well, he is a 6-item Nidalee.
He is. All right. Let's not mince words here. We all really want to see the Teemo win a game. Sorry, Jin Air. I mean, we know you're probably going to win this one, but we don't want to see that. Curtain call used. First shot misses, second shot misses. Fly dodging. One more just used to clear some minions. So that ultimate out of the way. For the moment, anyway.
Still, they don't have a way to really get any kind of vision. That's KT's biggest problem in this game is who goes into ward.
Yeah. I mean, Score would probably be the safest, but...
he's really squishy, though.
Yeah.
And there's so much crowd control on Jin Air that anybody walking in is potentially dead. That's why they've had to use the Enchanted Crystal Arrow just to scout the Baron Pit so many times.
Yeah. You know, I feel like one of their biggest problems this game, besides the Teemo, is that Fly has just been getting caught out. And we saw in that last fight, he didn't do that. His positioning was good, and suddenly things looked a little bit better. So maybe if Fly can kind of get a handle on the positioning a bit more, they can start to turn these fights around. You buy that?
Yeah, Jin Air too. They're playing this right again. Just wait for the next Baron before you go in to try and take out these inhibitors. KT is very good at kiting with this composition. Do it as safely as you can.
Oh, the elixir.
It's here, the blue pot.
It's drank by the Teemo.
I actually think Ssumday should switch to a blue trinket.
Yeah, they do need a vision. I agree.
You have your traps,
yeah.
And having 3 blue trinkets here when you don't have somebody who can actually check the Baron Pit or get in there to ward would be more valuable.
Yep. Certainly not clearing the minion waves quickly anymore. But whatevs. Score's got to be careful here. Elder Dragon untouched for a long time. KT with a okay ability to poke Jin Air off of these objectives.
Yeah, nobody wants to do Elder Dragon. It's too dangerous for both teams.
Yeah.
Baron, however, less of a threat.
Yes.
So now it is up. Now the great baiting of the Baron shall commence.
Okay. And Jin Air has the positioning, of course.
It's a hawk shot. They have 2 blue trinkets. It's going to take a while to bait.
KT on the back foot still, though, in a big way. Victor just loves death rays. He's like, yeah.
If you had a death ray, you'd probably laugh like that too while I used it. I know I would.
League of Legends is just a very happy game. Uh-oh. All right, Score could be in trouble. Trace over the wall. KT a bit caught. Ssumday trying to back away. He's got the GA. He's got the flash. He's going to flash the wall. Stay alive for the moment anyway. Throws the eggs down. And so some used, and if they can wait out that Mega Gnar, which it looks like they can, maybe they can put some pressure onto Jin Air, but Jin Air starting that Baron now. Okay. They've got vision. They can go after Score. Ssumday right there. Zoning out Trace quite well. Hachani has to flash away. A lot of damage onto Winged, actually. Fly's positioning again. Better. Able to do all that poke damage.
Score is healing for 500 every time now, too. So he was able to help Ssumday get back up in HP. And now that the Mini-Gnar came through, they tried to turn while he was still in Mega, but they can't keep
Oh, look at the
doing
recalls.
that.
They're all turning onto Baron right away.
Uh-oh.
Are they going to try to rush this
no.
down? Have they
Jin Air.
outmaneuvered Jin Air? They're going for it. Here we go. Teleport coming in. They need to just focus on this Baron. This is their only chance. I don't think they can kill it fast enough. They need to turn off it, though.
Sad.
Uh-oh. Trace, though. Fly takes a ton of damage from that trap. Trace on the run. Spear comes through.
He has been poked out. There's the chain
Yep.
of corruption. Nope, not going to get any more poke. Winged.
Wah, wah.
It's out of the chain pretty quickly, and it doesn't spread. Trace used his TP, though.
Oh,
Ssumday's
no.
going to have to go deal with this. Ssumday does have TP, so he can go back.
Well, the Baron, though, being taken by Jin Air. Arrow comes in onto Kuzan.
Oh,
Trace goes for
this
the ult.
is it.
Yeah, flashed out of. Here comes the teleport. Ssumday coming in, immediately moving on that Kuzan, doing a ton of damage. And Ssumday, gets caught up under the gravity field. The GA is going to bring him back. Still alive for the moment. Gonna get eaten by Hachani for safety, but now Hachani in trouble. Oh, big engage by Che. Headbutt pulverized, and there goes the Teemo. First death at 54 minutes. Mark it, and that's gonna be maybe end of the game. Trace coming in, getting killed. Oh, there's Pilot with the double kill, though. Triple kill now, and that should be about it. Quadra kill, looking for score, looking for that penta, but I think they're looking for the win a little bit more in this game. And it was a valiant effort by KT. Probably just should have surrendered around 20 minutes, but all right, it is what it is.
Well, it's been dumb, but now it's over. Now we can move on to Game 3, and hopefully a real game of League of Legends.
It has been dumb. It was 54 dumb minutes of League of Legends.